So the first radio that I ever owned was, it was a little transistor radio about this big, about the size of a pack of cigarettes, I guess, a little longer than that. And it just had two little knobs on the edge of it, one for the volume and one for tuning, you know, finding the channel. And I loved that radio. And so as a little boy, I would listen to the radio all day, and then at night I would put it under my pillow and turn it down real softly, and I would listen to it all night long. And I am convinced that just having all of that music, and some of it wasn't terribly good music, in fact, some of it was terribly terrible, but just having that music wash over me and kind of get in my head, I think contributed to my love for music, and maybe for the fact that for the last 21 years I've been doing music vocationally. I love the radio, and I'm thankful that God has given us a tool like that for the highest and best ends. I was talking to a friend of mine in Asheville some years ago, and he too had a radio when he was a little boy. And he said, you know, I didn't understand electricity or transistors or radio frequency or anything like that. And he said, I thought that all of the people who were singing and talking to me were actually in there. So when I said, that's ridiculous, how could you think that? He said, well, you know, it sounded like they were right there. All of those little bitty people. Well, there's a little bitty man living in my radio. Well, there's a little bitty man and he's living in my radio. Well, there's a little bitty man with a little bitty wife, but they must love each other, 'cause it sure is tight when you're a little bitty man living in the radio. Well, there's a little bitty band that's living in my radio. There is a little bitty band and it's living in my radio. They got little bitty shoes, little bitty cars. They play the little bitty songs on the tiny guitars. A little bitty band singing on my radio. But now listen. There is a little bitty preacher man living in my radio. There is a little bitty preacher man living down in my radio. It sounds sometimes like he can hardly breathe, talking about the kingdom and a mustard seed. There's a little bitty preacher living in my radio. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Well, behind those dials and numbers, well, I really have to wonder, how do all those people get along in my radio? So thank you, Mr. Edison, for giving us the radio. Thank you, Mr. Edison, for giving us the radio. Well, it's a way to hear the opera and to hear the blues, a way to hear some preaching and to hear good news. All those people living in the radio. If he would pay his rent, I would write him a letter. In case y'all didn't get it, that was a Christian song about the radio.